I'm gonna be real in this interview, though. I'm gonna say some shit that's
Oh my fucking
quiet.
god.
We got Mike the Ruler.
Don't get me in trouble.
Mike
Don't
the
get me in
Ruler
trouble.
is in the fucking building along with Gabe of Uzi. This is No Jumper. What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Gabe? How you guys doing?
Nothing. I was just like hooking up with some bitch, and now I'm here.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah,
She's cute.
I guess.
Good
yeah.
work. You come a long way
Yeah.
since the videos that I watched you earlier today on the V-Files account.
Don't tell me about that. Shit's mad fucking gay. V-Files is like cringeworthy.
Not
I
a
don't
V-Files
fuck with
fan
them.
anymore?
Nah, not at all.
Really? Why?
I don't
What
fuck with
happened?
opening ceremony either.
Really? Okay, so you're in your own
Just
little
I
world?
hate that Soho shit, man.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's
seriously.
like that's what you grew up on is just
That's
going
what I
around
grew
that
up on,
area,
but
right?
I'm like a different person now. So like, why do I have to relate to a past self?
Okay. Can we talk about like how you first got noticed in this?
Yeah, sure.
We're going to talk more about. Don't worry, Gabe. We'll get to you too. We're going to go going
Alright.
back and forth because these guys both are very interesting.
I'm here with Mike the Ruler right now. So
Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Gang
This
shit
is
only.
like the legend.
I think Gabe is a little impressed.
Super.
Maybe.
This is Mike the Ruler.
How do you guys become
Yeah.
friends? Actually, let's talk about that first.
I think through Luca, right?
Yeah, just like when I was out in New York, sometimes just like the streetwear kids would show me around and take care of me, see him out on the street and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
I think when I met this guy, I was wearing like a shirt that was like way too big for me. I think it was like a Telfar shirt. And this
Okay.
guy was wearing like some nice ass sunglasses with like a suede jacket or some shit. That shit was dope as hell.
This man actually had two Telfar tees stacked on top of
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
So this was when you were in your like super early stage, like when you were still hitting up the Bentrill store on YouTube, right?
That wasn't.
Okay.
This was past that. That's,
Okay.
this
That
was
shit is dope.
post-Bentrill.
Bentrill is dope as fuck.
I don't fuck with Bentrill actually. I fuck with Pyrex though.
Nah, it's dope. All of it. All of it.
HBA is the shit.
Anything
You're
Matt-
still on HBA.
Shout out to Shane. Yeah.
Anything
I
Matt
don't wear that
Williams-
shit, but you have to respect it. Like they're doing their thing.
Yeah, see, that's the weird thing. I feel like a lot of people kind of had to make a decision when Rocky dissed HBA and Bentrill. It's like, are you going to still
I mean,
rock
what
with it?
decision is there to make? Like, you have to have your own opinion. You can't just get like influenced by ASAP.
Do you think that affected their popularity at all?
It affected it with like the fuckboys and like the ASAP fans, but like they have like a new fan base now, and they're just doing as well. They're still doing their own shit, so I still gotta fuck with them.
Okay. Hey, so when did you first get like covered on a website or online, whatever?
I don't actually remember.
You don't remember?
No.
I thought, was it the New Yorker cover or was it before
Yeah,
that?
that might have been. That shit's mad gay.
So you look back on that and you feel kind of weird about it?
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable. I hate looking at myself when I was younger. I look like a retard.
You have come a long way. I will say that. After watching all those videos, I thought that you were going to be a little more awkward, and I was really relieved when I realized it was going to be both of you because I'm like, all right, two gangsters I could talk to instead of just one. It'll be easier,
Yeah.
especially since those videos. You look
I'm still kind of fucking awkward though. I admit it.
You feel that way?
Yeah, sometimes.
But now you're
sometimes
kill-
I feel like a lonely hamster,
A lonely hamster just running
Yeah.
on the wheel, or just in general?
just running on the fucking wheel of his life.
Well, I'm proud of you that you got girls going on now because
Yeah, I guess.
that's probably a big difference
That's
from when you were
actually
13.
new. Yeah,
Okay,
that's been in like the past few months.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, because this guy I'm sure is an old
Yeah,
hat
he's
at
a
that
player.
sort of
He's a
thing. Yeah.
player.
I guess not more than Mike though. Mike's a new rock star.
I guess so then.
I was hanging out with my parents before I got here. You're hanging out with some chicks.
Just
So-
one actually.
I was hanging out with ratty little BMX kids over here.
Swag.
Yeah. So, you're out in LA to visit, or how long you been here?
My dad lives out here actually.
Okay.
And I've been staying with him for the holidays. My grandparents were out here. We were in Laurel Canyon.
Oh,
They
okay.
were renting out a house, so I stayed there for the last 2 days, and then I'm back at my house in Venice.
Okay. Can you just flatten that out because it's kind of making noise? Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But so you kind of have had like a dark period where you haven't been doing media since you kind of had a lot for a few years there
I got sent away to reform school actually.
by your parents.
Yeah, because I was stealing money from them and shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, why were you doing that? Just to
because I gotta look fly. You gotta be
rock
yourself.
Johns? Yeah.
And sometimes when you're not getting that cash flow, you gotta finesse.
Okay. And so
You got me hot.
was that a big rift with you and your parents? What was reform school like versus being?
I'm still there actually. It fucking sucks. Like you can't have a phone. It's not co-ed. I mean, like everyone there is like a fucking loser, like a Zoomies mall fuckboy.
Ugh, yeah.
And everyone there just like talks shit about each other. Like no one's friends with anyone. It's just like retarded.
Where is it? Is it in
Utah, fucking Mormon
Utah?
town.
So that's where you're flying back after this, not back to New York?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So do you ever get in trouble or anything, or you just stay to yourself? Or
I say to myself, but sometimes I get framed for some fuck shit. That I don't know.
what's
Dude, tell us about that.
yeah? What's
Like,
the worst one?
One time, so there was like this black kid, and someone thought I called him the N-word, and someone tried to frame me, but I didn't say shit. Like,
That's fresh.
Would you ever do that?
I mean, if they were my friend, yeah.
But not in a mean
I,
way.
I would never be like derogatory. That's like disrespectful.
Yeah, that sucks. Damn. What
It's
about
like
you?
calling me a
You
fucking
racist?
kike
Am I
because I'm Jewish.
racist?
What's your ethnic background? That's
Yeah, I've wondered that for a while.
Black and Filipino.
Oh, okay.
I knew you were
An
Filipino.
alien.
An alien.
Alien,
An
yeah.
alien.
You hear what Ian said about getting some alien pussy?
What do you say?
He said he needs some alien pussy. I think you should put him on.
Yeah, I got some of the alien hoes.
You seem
Yeah,
We
I
all
think
live in
so.
LA.
yeah, he's. I see him with like a mob of girls wherever he goes.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta look at his Instagram, see them fly bitches.
I think that's why I suspected that you were gay. Just because I was like, there's no way that there could be this many hot girls around him just chilling. Like,
I mean,
that doesn't work normally.
He's
They get
either
mad at
gay
each other.
or he's Gabe of Uzi. And he's Gabe of Uzi. He's the fucking ladder.
Wait, so
No, all my homegirls are like, literally all my best friends that are girls are all like strippers. So
oh, okay.
That's dope as hell.
That's like that's why the content is always so, it's not like me like exploiting them or nothing or
Right.
having like, this is legitimate. These girls, this is what they do for fun. They
They're in
like
control of their own sexuality.
Exactly.
They got their own
yeah,
thing
they're
going
doing
on.
their thing. Like, you gotta fuck with that. Like, people are like, oh, this is like demeaning to women, but like, they're doing this on their own choice. I bet a lot of them could have like any job, so.
Right. I
them
respect the
choosing to do
strippers of the
that,
world.
yeah, you gotta respect them.
Yeah, because it's like for guys, it's like if you want to go out and make a bunch of money, you probably go sell drugs or do something
Yeah.
illegal. For girls, they go.
All they
strip.
gotta do is fucking dance.
It seems like that's like the alternative. Like a dude becomes a drug dealer, a chick becomes a stripper, or a porn star. If she wants to like make a lot of money without having to do the hard work or going to school
Yeah.
for 7 years or whatever.
Oh, it's
But,
hard
like-
work.
What was that?
I said it's hard work.
It is hard work.
I mean, being a porn star is probably pretty hard work too.
They go through
Way
a lot.
harder work.
A
Way harder
fuck
work.
ton of shit.
I
Yeah.
need to I want to make one day, like direct one.
You want to direct a
You
porn?
should make a bukkake.
A bukkake. That'd be hard.
What would be like the stylistic things that you think would be important for the Uzi directed porn?
The girls would have to be dressed well.
Yeah, the girls have to be dressed well. That's the thing. Like, there's
They
no
should be
porn.
wearing Rick and shit.
There's no porn where that's like cool or like where it's stylish or
Yeah.
anything like that.
There might be that we just don't know about, right?
Like
I
in
don't think-
porn, a fucking like cool girl is like a girl with tattoos, and that shit's like
Yeah.
corny.
Right.
Like they're still like stuck in like 2007 type shit. Like they got to step their game up.
I would like to see the direction.
So
that-
yeah, be it Mike the Ruler. We're directing a porn.
Shout out to Uzi with them fresh ideas.
So wait, you're 15 right now, right?
Yeah, I'm 15.
And Gabe is 22, so he's seen a little bit more than you.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
He's seen a few other sides of the world that I haven't.
Hey.
But you got to respect him for that.
So what were the consequences of when you started to become well known? Like, did you get into this rift with your parents right away, or
No, this wasn't until like I started to have like beef with some of my friends, and I kind of started to get like, I don't know, like emotionally shitty.
Yeah. So you think that like getting all this?
I
press-
don't do that shit anymore. I'll never like do anything bad to my parents. That's just wrong. Like I have to respect them. Like they made me who I am. So
Right. That was just sort of like a rebellious period in your life.
yeah, it was a dumb period. Just like fucking with V files, and that shit was also dumb shit.
Well, do you feel like they exploited you or something?
Nah, I just think they're gay, and I don't fuck with them like they're cringeworthy and shit.
So what brands do you fuck with in New York at this point?
In New York,
Yeah, or just in general.
I fuck with Off-White. I fuck with Yohji Yamamoto, Helmut Lang, 424, Yeezy, Rick Owens.
Uh huh. So you're a big Yeezy fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Yeezy
Can
fan.
we see your feet? Oh, look, we don't have to do
Yeah.
any work to see your feet. They're already on the table.
Yeah, I got them Turtle Dove 350s on. Shout out to Gabe from Def Jam Records.
You heard?
Not Gabe of Uzi.
Somebody just told us
Need that
that
plug.
they could get us a pair of those if we wanted to do like a, they do those videos where they like ruin them skating.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was like, "Do you want to do a BMX version of that? We can get you them." Should we do it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys should do that.
What should we do to fuck them up though? They look like they get
Just
fucked
get
up
them
really
all
easy.
muddy. No, they don't get fucked up easy. I
Really?
went on like a 6-mile hike the other day
Wearing those.
wearing these
That is
in a
badass.
muddy trail, and they didn't get dirty
Nice
at
stuff.
all. They're like fucking like, I don't know. They have like magic on them or something.
That
I
might
feel
be.
like Kanye would fuck with that. Like, yeah. Like,
Yeah,
he
going on a
really used to
hike in
run
it?
Yin
I mean,
Canyon.
probably
Kanye
send you a
definitely
whole
goes like
box.
jogging in them or works out in them. Like they're really comfortable.
yeah.
So
Maybe I'll send you a whole box now that he knows you're hiking in them.
who knows?
For like very Runyon Canyon. You want Runyon Canyon?
Yeah, have you been
Is that
there?
where you went?
Nah, it was somewhere by Laurel Canyon.
Have you ever been to Runyon Canyon? I've
Oh,
never
yeah.
been there.
It's a
Where
dope.
is that?
I hear it's like around. It's in Hollywood, but it's like I hear it's like going to the mall. Like you go there and there's
Right.
just so many fucking people there, and there's like famous people and models
sick.
and all these weird
Right.
people.
All
around.
hiking?
No, there's
Yeah.
so many
I
girls.
love hiking.
Really?
Yeah.
So is it awkward to try to talk to a girl when she's hiking?
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Have
like
you
to look
picked
at.
up in that environment?
No, I never like pick up girls.
Really? It just
Yeah.
happens, or what? How did you meet your like current
Gabe,
ensemble
you should
of
fuck
chicks
a
that are
bitch
around?
on a fucking trail.
On a what?
On a trail. Yeah.
On a trail? That'd be hood.
That'd be gang shit.
That'd be gang
On
shit.
a hoverboard. On a hoverboard.
Who's your main
weed swag?
Your main crew of chicks that you like that I see in these videos with you?
Yeah, I wonder
it's
that
like
too.
they're called Trap Mobbin.
Okay.
And like, you know, Remy Fox and like Becky Rich. These are all just like LA girls.
I know Remy.
But they strip and just like do their thing. Some of them pimp, like Trap Mobbin pimps, like girls at the club and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. But that's like my main crew. I hang out with mostly, besides like my family that I've been in here, like Mike and, you know, Luca and Ass Pizza and shit like that, Ian. It's like, I mostly hang out with girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how do you meet?
That's gang shit.
How do you meet these
gang
strippers? Do you go to the strip club to meet strippers, or do you meet them in other environments?
I don't know. I think literally, like, once I started posting that stuff, like,
They
it started
started to
happening on
gravitate?
accident. Like, girls would come, like, two of the girls that I hang out with the most, I didn't even know they were strippers for, like, a long ass time.
Uh-huh.
But they told me, like, at a certain point, and I was like, oh, shit.
But so if you were going to be in a real relationship, could you see yourself dating a stripper, or would you go towards a more normal type of chick? Not that there's anything normal about
No, totally.
stripping.
Probably a normal chick. You know, I like really goody two-shoe girls.
Uh-huh.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, that haven't really seen much and stuff like that.
So
You gotta show them around. You gotta put them on.
Right.
Mike,
exactly.
you've probably never been to Ham on Everything, huh?
Nah.
Damn, that sucks. We got to take him into that environment.
Yeah, we got to sneak you into the club, Mike.
I don't think it'd be
Yeah.
that hard. He would be up in there. No, I was going to say, like, when you pick a girlfriend, do you want her to know about Ham on Everything intimately or not? And then I realized that Mike doesn't probably know what that is quite yet.
We love
Yeah,
him on
who
everything.
Yeah, it's just like the warehouse parties out here. But that's where I talked to him for the first time. It was a free dab party. So I was very,
That's
very,
sick.
very dabbed out.
That was
But
fire.
I had the balls to talk to him.
On some wax and shit.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Are you
Some
into that
good
kind of
shit.
stuff? You smoke weed?
I smoke weed, but like a lot of my friends dab, and I don't do any of that
That's
shit.
too much.
I don't do anything else, though. I don't fuck with pills or any of that.
That's good. Do you,
Like-
you see a lot of people your age getting into that?
Yeah, like I'm scared for them, honestly. Like people who I fuck with who like start doing Xans and shit, like honestly, I worry about them. Like what if they OD or some shit? Like I don't want that to happen to someone I care about.
Yeah, and the negative impact of drugs, like on your body and your mind when you're younger, is like way more pronounced than when you do it when you're
Yeah.
older, because your
Like-
brain is still developing at that point. You know.
Like weed doesn't do anything bad, honestly, but like if you're fucking doing like hydrocodone and like fucking Xanax and shit, you're gonna get screwed up. And
Yeah.
No, totally. Yeah, and I don't really care like how uncool I sound or whatever. Like no kids, no teenagers need to do any drugs besides smoking weed.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care if I sound like a nerd or whatever. Like you need you gotta wait
No,
till you're
yeah.
grown
maybe
up
like
till you at least
like shrooms are okay. Like anything that like grows in like nature, I think is okay. But anything that's made in a lab, you gotta stay away from.
That's a different level of danger, huh?
Yeah. You don't go to Molly World, Mike?
Nah.
Yeah, you don't need to go there till you're much older. When
That's so
you're
bad.
like in your 20s, I think that there's a place for messing around with drugs, seeing what they like. But the main thing is that you got to be scared of that shit. Like you
No,
got to
totally.
treat
You
it
should
like
be
it's something
scared
that
of it.
you should be
You
scared.
got to
Always.
be careful, yeah. Because like someone I know, like they're no longer with us, but one time they were pretty high on Xans and they fell into a pool and like they could have drowned if
Really?
they were a little more out of it. So like you really got to be careful.
You were just talking about mushrooms like they're so safe, but my house almost burned down because somebody left a blunt roach on top of a plastic cup, and we were all so fucked up on mushrooms that we
Yeah.
That's
didn't even
bad.
like notice.
But
what
I
was
mean, with
happening.
like
No, it's
hallucinogens
really
and
like
shit,
that.
like the kind of stuff that will come out of it that's bad is like accidents that could happen.
Exactly.
But like I don't think there's any like chemical side effects on like your
Right,
body or mind.
But
that are
people do have
permanent.
bad trips and
Yeah,
never come
shrooms?
back. I've never
Yeah.
had that, but
Let me just say, shrooms is not like a casual thing. I feel like everyone always tries to make it so casual, like, yeah, we'll just eat them, and it's not like to be taken like lightly.
yeah,
They're
it's a
heavy,
serious
super
thing.
heavy.
I know people who do them all the time, and I'm just like, that is a weird daily drug to be
Yeah.
messing around with, right?
My friend does DMT.
Yeah.
and, like that
Fuck.
shit's sketchy.
I want to give that a shot, though. I can't lie.
Yeah, same. I gotta try that before I die.
How'd you guys feel about this Playboy Cardi Ass Pizza Kerwin fight? By the way, Henry's here, so you guys can talk about that while I go get him.
All right, I think like people just have beef and like shit comes out of it, but like people shouldn't take it so seriously.
Yeah, I'm really sad that happened because I hate seeing any of my
Yeah.
friends like get hurt or anything like, or
Yeah.
even fighting. You know,
I'm not gonna say I'm friends with everyone in that video, but there's definitely people I respect, and like I don't want to see people I respect get in like fights with other people who I respect. Like,
yeah, it's like family shit and it's gang shit. But
yeah, like
You know,
why
res-
why fight? You only have so much time. Like, just try to get along with people because you don't know if they're gonna be gone the next day.
What's up, gang? No, I will say, like, you know,
Yo, Henry, I gotta talk to you later. I gotta talk to you later.
regardless of whatever, just like you gotta respect that. You know, like, you know, Kerwin was still down to throw the hands.
Yeah.
You know, no one should roast him or nothing like that. Like, Kerwin
He
threw the
stuck up
hands.
for himself,
He stuck
yeah.
up for himself. A lot of people, 85-90% of people would have just taken whatever verbal lashing, you know, they were getting.
It looked
And
like he kind
stood
of
up for
just.
himself,
So I
that's
didn't hear what
cool.
you guys just said, but it did look like Kerwin was kind of just taking the ass beating, right? Or no?
At first, I think he was like throwing the hands, but then he realized he was kind of
He slipped up.
out of his
He
league.
fell.
We don't know what happened before or after this whole incident. But
Not fully. Like,
Uh-huh.
obviously, Austin posted that video on YouTube, and that gives a little bit of backstory, but you can never really know, like, the true thing from the correct perspective unless you were the people involved.
Right. You guys are. I didn't hear what you said before, but you guys are both like long-term Ian Connor friends.
Yeah, it's family. That's all
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
That's all I was saying. It just was a little bit hurtful to me, just because you know those. I care about each one of those people in that video. Seriously.
So Ass Pizza and Kerwin are like old friends of yours.
yeah, everyone. You know, it's this really small community. There's like 15 of us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's only on gang shit.
I think like the intro, just that Ian
On-
put. Oh God! Please don't
On
start.
On out of
By the way, this is Henry. How do we know Henry, or how do you know Henry?
That's my boy.
Okay.
That's a
Henry
gang.
Salgay. That's gang shit.
Gang shit. What's up, Henry? Do you want headphones? Shit. Do we even? I don't know if we have a third set of headphones. Whatever. Just stay near the mic. You should be fine.
Gotta share some knowledge. I'm gonna be starting experimental clothing brand called
Oh,
5015.
Okay.
Starting in 2017, I'm gonna be starting the brand. I'm just kind of playing around with different concepts and ideas right now.
Okay.
That's right.
Just keep an eye out.
Okay. And
I
so
like that.
have you not been designing
Exciting.
or whatever? You put
like,
your other brands on
obviously,
hiatus?
like maybe when I was younger, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna start some like fucking printed T-shirts or some shit like that." But I'm not trying to do some shit. I'm trying to do shit from scratch, like do legit fashion.
Uh-huh. So you feel like you were kind of premature with that before. What
Yeah.
did you ever make
It was
before?
like-
Just t-shirt designs pretty much?
Yeah, what I did before is equivalent to like coming from a girl, like putting your dick in her mouth. So
Coming from putting your dick in her mouth?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I've done that.
Say that again.
It seems like it makes
I'm
sense.
gonna say today that I got head for like 30 minutes and I didn't come. So
Really?
that's what I am now. Like
What was the problem?
I
Boss
don't know.
swag.
You're off the Zans?
It was cold. Yeah, I was on.
That's another reason to not do
That's
drugs.
like
You're
Sosa.
never going to come.
He's like Sosa.
I was on that OG Sosa.
Smoking on JoJo, Pat.
Wait a minute. So explain. I thought you were going to say this was your
Those are
first
hilarious.
blowjob for a second, and I was going to feel really honored that you did the podcast the same day.
Second.
Second?
Yeah.
Jesus
Oh wow!
Christ.
Congrats, bro. I'm
Dude.
proud of you.
I wonder what my second blowjob was.
Yeah.
So have you tasted a vagina yet or no?
No, not yet.
No, you're still working on that.
Yeah, still working on it.
Do you think that he should try the vagina or the butthole first?
Dude, the V.
Which one's
Yeah.
better? It's an
Yeah,
honest
I'm
question.
not trying to
it's
get
quiet.
hepatitis.
It's so quiet for the B.
the girl,
It's
the
so
girl
quiet
over here
for the
is so
salad,
shocked.
yeah.
If you're openly admitting the B2, you're nasty.
You're on
That's
your
behind the
TCJ.
closed doors,
You
B.
just drop your phone. I don't know. See, the first time I ever went down on a girl was like on a playground when I was like 13. It was disgusting.
Oh my
it was
God.
That's fucking
horrible.
nasty.
Keep sharing,
bro.
please share.
It was bad. It was really bad. So I really hope that your experience is way better than that, man. This
I
girl
hope so,
didn't know how to
too.
take care of herself or
It was
something.
in an alley.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like that.
It was in an
that's
alley.
That
That's-
kid shit when you like don't have anywhere to go and you just
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
like
been
get
there.
it popping.
I was scared like that.
That's cool,
My
brother.
fucking like because I was like a block away from my house in fucking Venice in an alley getting head, and I was like,
In an alley.
yeah, in an alley.
This
That's
was
hot.
today.
Yeah.
This was today.
outside
No.
someone's house. Like their lights were on, but they had shades down.
That's hot though. That's probably why you were
Yeah.
able to finish so quickly is because of the fact that there's
No, I didn't come. I didn't come
Oh,
once.
so still working on the whole finishing thing.
yeah.
Jesus
I'm still
Christ.
working on it.
There's a lot going on.
You got plenty of time in your life to bust nuts.
Yeah.
Not everybody. The average guy finishes way too fast for his first time.
Yeah.
So it's good. Hey, did you guys see that 4 Pins is done as of this week?
4 Pins is done.
Yeah.
They can go suck a fat dick.
Not a
Oh,
fan?
man.
Not a
'Cause
fan
they
of them.
wrote
or
about you one
Complex.
time.
I know
I
they
try to
wrote
keep
about
it-
me. So did Complex. I did a fucking video for Complex.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something right here. Complex, fucking V Files, 4 Pins, opening ceremony, all that shit's mad gay. The only website that I like, one of those websites that I fuck with High Snobiety, and I fuck with Hypebeast.
Okay.
I fuck with Hypebeast heavy.
So you prefer Hypebeast to like V-Files and all this other stuff? I feel like.
And all those websites, yeah.
Really?
Hypebeast is on.
What do you? What is it about Hypebeast that you respect so much?
They're legit, and they don't do that kind. They don't post like useless shit you need to know. Like nobody cares that fucking Kourtney Kardashian is dating Justin Bieber. Like I want to see like real shit. Like
Right. The
oh,
closet
when
pieces.
is Swish gonna drop? Or
I guess if you just want the information, Hypebeast would probably be.
Hypebeast like only posts the information that you want.
It's fresh.
It's not like filled with filler shit. Like these other websites just put shit in to keep it relevant, but they don't have that kind of consistency bringing in good shit.
Yeah,
Right.
even though they don't post that much, I fuck with the Fader more than all of them.
I fuck with the
Fader's dope.
Fader,
Yeah,
yeah.
Fader's
That's
cool.
true. I fuck with Fader.
Swish is gonna be dope.
You're
Swish
looking
is
forward
gonna
to
be
this
dope.
Kanye album?
I'm
Are
looking
you involved in
forward.
this or what?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
All the way. No, I'm not. I wish. I'm
Gabe
a huge- I'm just
Avuzi,
involved
here's
in the fan, in the
a
sense-
leak for you Kanye fans. Gabe
Yeah, we're gonna
Avuzi is
play
going to
the-
be producing Kanye's 2020 album called Presidency. Secret info leaked right
He's
here.
speaking it into existence.
You
That
heard
really
it here
could
first.
happen.
Follow my selling page at MTR_archives on Instagram.
Hey, did you ever met Kanye?
Yeah, once actually at
How
a
was
Hood
it?
by Air show when I was like 13.
Did he know who you were?
I think he just said hi to me or something because I think someone told him to. I don't know.
Okay. That's cool. That was nice of him.
Like
What about-
meeting
oh.
people who are famous isn't like any big deal. Like they're just regular people. You got to respect them though. You can't be some kind of fanboy.
You ever been like real let down by somebody that you met who you looked up to?
Oh, definitely.
No, never actually.
Really?
That's cool. I have.
But I
Is
feel
that
like
because you never built it up in your head?
yeah. I feel like, but I fuck with Travis Scott. But I feel like if I met him, he would be kind of like a tool.
Well, you know who we can ask about that? Who went to Japan with him is Gabe over here.
Oh, Gabe,
did,
my
I did.
boy.
Is Travis Scott a cool guy? Because he gets a lot of shit in the media these days.
Yeah, he
You know,
does.
Travis is like, it's love for Travis, but Travis is not like, he'll tell you he's not like a nice guy. You know, he's not here to be friendly. He's a beast. You know what I mean?
I mean, you got to respect that.
I think
though.
there's like, that's a good approach in this thing because, you know, a lot of people take you trying to be friends and so friendly as weakness in this. And like, you know, to have that approach where you just openly are just doing whatever and being honest is cool.
Do you feel like Travis Scott was respectful to you during your time on tour with him? Or was
Oh,
he
hell
kinda-
yeah, dude.
He was
That's
cool
my
like
bro.
on your level?
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, that's cool.
Like sharing hotel rooms, stuff like that on gang.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you guys do with the
Gangster,
Japanese broads?
Uh,
It's weird. It's not as easy as
no, it's
they're
it's,
hot.
it's
but
difficult because
Yeah.
you can't communicate, and they'll be like, you know, like these type of girls will be like acting like they understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but then like you'll realize that they have been lying the whole time and just nodding their head yes. You know
Yeah,
what
they
I
just
mean?
giggle and give you the peace sign.
Yeah,
and
one of the homies
squeal
will be
and-
like, yeah, like the girls already said they're down to come back and like have a party at the room or whatever, and then it'll be time to go, and the girls are like, wait, what? We're leaving? Blah blah. They have no idea.
Yeah, I feel like the chicks in Japan are not getting it popping. Like they're not having casual sex that often. At least from
It's more polite. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They're really polite over there, and I think they just have like a really good disposition on shit like that.
Yeah. Hey, so can we talk about your most recent music video, which I watched, and what was the title that it got? It was on like the Billboard top whatever for something.
Oh, we got on the trending top 140.
Okay.
And there's two lists for that. There's like a hot new artist, and then there's like a main list with like all the big dogs and stuff like that. We peaked at number 2 on that list, and
Wow.
then we were at number 1 for like 3-4 days on the new artist.
Hell yeah.
So
And
that was really sick.
is there any like tricks that you guys know about doing this? Because I noticed that you were pushing the video very heavily on Twitter and stuff.
It's just Twitter. I feel like a lot of artists are asleep on Twitter. And it's like a really good way to share. Instagram is not, I mean, it is. It's a good way to share stuff. But for me personally, I think sharing music and just video content, Twitter is a little more flexible.
Well, you can't really like engage with music that well on Instagram. Like you can
Right.
watch a little 15-second sample, and you can like you can't link to it in the same way. I feel like
Right.
Twitter people go to like discover content more,
Right.
whereas Instagram is supposed to be its own little isolated universe.
Right. You can't even click out on Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if I can't post the YouTube link in the comments, it won't even
So then you end up having to do corny shit like, hey, click the link in my bio. Nobody likes having to
Yo,
write
check
that.
my bio. That's like such a rapper thing to say. Link in bio.
At least you're not saying, "Hey, check out my mixtape," and like going up to people in the Apple Store and handing them CDs.
Wait, was that still
No
happening in
mixtape,
2015?
Oh yeah, that
No,
is
no
still
mixtape, yeah.
happening.
That's
It happened
fire.
to me in October with my friend Warren. We were in the Apple Store. We were on the computer trying to finesse some shit, and like some guy walks up trying to tell us to go on his SoundCloud and follow him on IG, and we're like, okay, but like in the end, like that shit's gay. Like don't
only
try to-
person allowed to hand out mixtapes is Skepta.
He still hands out mixtapes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like on the street. He did something like 2 months ago in New York.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
that's
like
sick.
acting like he was just some guy on the street handing out mixtapes.
Oh, damn. I didn't know. That's dope. Skepta's Goals podcast. He would be amazing to
That's
have.
gang. He might
He's
maybe.
so
I
sick.
don't know. He's so rare. He might not do.
Tyler
too
was
much.
acting like he can make it happen. When
He
was
might.
out
That's-
here before, yeah.
We were just with him like last week or something when he was out here. He like took us to the studio with Pharrell and stuff like
Really?
that. Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I
Who
was
is this?
Skepta.
Oh shit, that's dope.
You a Skepta fan?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's on. Boy better know. Top boy.
So-
Shut down.
So are you?
That's on BBK.
Are you
It's on BBK.
There you
Yeah.
go.
It's on BDK, bro.
Yeah.
nah, it ain't on BDK. It's on G.
Yo, so tell us about when you decided to make the move to LA because you're originally from Ohio,
Yeah.
and it was during the whole.
Well, I'm originally from LA,
oh, okay,
and
but
then
so
I
then
moved to Ohio High School.
just for high school.
Yeah.
Why was that? You were getting too much pussy out here, and your parents were mad at you.
Yeah.
Basically?
Yeah. No, my parents actually got a divorce, asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, they're
Well, they're back
probably
together.
still. Oh, they're back together.
Yeah,
now.
they're back. They got back.
Wow, that's a great love story condensed into like 10 seconds. But,
Yeah, it was really rare. But yeah, I moved out in high school and was just doing my shit. And I like after high school, I was doing like we started Uzi, me and Mike,
Uh-huh.
and we did like a couple shows and stuff like that. But then we saw like Tyler and all these kids like popping in the big city, and we're kind of comparing that to our like local popping, and we were like, yeah, this isn't the real thing.
Yeah.
So we packed up and moved out to LA.
Okay, and so you were super motivated by the white girl mob. I understand it as well, right?
Oh my god, so much.
And what was it about it that
Shout out to
appealed
all
you?
white girls.
Shout out to white girls all over the world.
Mike is working on getting his own white girl mob together currently.
Yeah.
Although he's
That's,
also
uh,
accepting of all races.
Accepting what?
I assume.
All races? Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
White and
dude.
others. Yeah,
I mean, girls like guys like
Shout out to
dress.
Asian girls too. Like
those are great. Yeah.
that's some top quality shit, bro.
Are you talking from experience, or are you just like guessing?
No, I'm just talking about from fucking photographs and online shit.
That's
and
fine.
people I know. People I know is
I can tell that Mike's got a long career of getting ass ahead of him based
Yeah,
on
I
how
know.
excited he is currently. I'm excited for you.
I'm
dude.
on
All right,
I
so
feel like we're
I'm
at
pretty
the point,
fucking
we're at
gassed.
the point where in our lives where we're just like, no ass, please keep it away.
yeah, it's too much these days, man. I'm trying to like settle down, trying to be normal. It's a challenge, especially in LA.
You should get a wife, Gabe.
A wife?
Yeah. A wife.
That's fire.
Okay, but
You should marry a porn
No, I
star.
think
I
I
do
think
wanna talk
I think
about that,
being
but-
getting married is like fire.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would.
that's a good look because then you know that dude has a ton of self control and
Right.
confidence in his
Shout out to
situation.
Kanye.
But I also
for,
think like fuck boyfriend and girlfriends.
Fuck.
Like niggas need to just start getting married
Yeah,
and like
Skip all
and
the-
like divorcing, because you know how it's like divorce is like so thrown
Yeah.
around and just like whatever
It's
these
like
days.
breaking up with your
Everyone should
girlfriend.
just get married, sign prenups, and then just get divorced.
Do you think though? Would you, if you were going to be in a real relationship, would you see yourself being in a relationship where you are 100% committed to the person, or do you think that you need a certain degree of openness where you could like go fuck some girl?
No, Def, you gotta be loyal to wifey. 100.
You think you,
feel
can pull
me?
it off?
You feel me?
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's here, Henry.
That's
That
gay.
doesn't count.
That's all
I
gang.
assume she's your girlfriend.
Yeah, but it's the truth.
She's over here with the most horrified look in her eyes, just seeing
Yeah.
dudes
It's better
talking.
to, like from experience, bro. It's better to have like one like cool girl who like you can kick it with, and also like
You gotta get in the mic a little bit more, or which one is this one?
hello.
Okay, now we can hear
Oh, cool.
Okay, so it's better to have like a girl who you can like kick it with and like do like
Activities?
yeah, like whatever for like so long.
quote unquote activities.
like a Step Brothers.
Then like a bunch of like thoughts who are just trying to like take you down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause like thoughts.
You think
nowadays-
thoughts try to take you down?
No, they like they like try to get you to stoop to their level.
This is real. This is deep. Keep going.
Well, it's true. I think that like it says a lot, and I am a guy who's been fucking random thoughts my whole life. But I mean, it says a lot about you as a guy if you are at the point in your life where you can step away from that and say, I don't need to keep inflating my ego with this all the time. And that is something I think about all the fucking time, to be totally honest. But you know, it's a challenge. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's fun for you guys because you're like, I wonder if I can do this. You know, when you get older, it gets to a point where you're like...
The law of diminishing returns, where it's like the 200th girl you fucked is a lot less exciting than like number 4.
Yeah, if you got swag, you get it down to a science, and it's like 100%.
Uzi, what's your number now?
Oh my God, I can't say.
Is it over 9,000?
Probably not, I mean...
Adam doesn't need to reveal his top secret
It's
information.
embarrassing, yeah. Well, that's the weird thing about the whole like fucking thoughts thing too, is that even, you know, chicks get feelings for you, and then at a certain point you start to feel bad about like this lifestyle that you're living of just sort of teasing everybody, you know.
I know.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Chicks
to
do
catch
get
feelings.
kids.
No,
I feel like girls only think they catch feelings though, or like they pretend to catch feelings.
Yeah.
They pretend.
It's game. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Half the time.
And they feel like they have to do that.
Yeah, because I feel like this is just from experience. Whenever the guy like is all on them back, like the way that they say they want, they're like super, super, super off it. Like I've never gotten a girl that I actually liked by like trying to like wine and dine her, and you know. When
you actually like them and you start trying to be really nice to them, then a lot of times it's like, fuck, like that's the one that doesn't work out because they just have no reason to respect you, you know?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. People want what they can't have and shit.
I've had huge failures in my life where I really liked a girl, so I like waited to try to fuck her. I think that that's probably usually a mistake. You should probably, in the beginning at least, like be as sexually forward as you would be normally, because they like that like immediacy and that primal instinct. But you know, and then be sweet to him after and like show them that you're like respectful afterwards. But first, you probably need to fuck the shit out of him in an alley like Mike over here.
Nah, bro, the move
and
is
that's
to fuck the girl, and then show them that you'll stay even after you bust your nut, bro.
That is true. Yeah. No, that's real.
This is real pimp talk right here.
It is. Henry, I didn't know that you had the real pimp talk in you.
Oh yeah,
Henry the baller.
Well, Henry's balling out of control with like 6 buttons on his Henley. But
he's booming off that bat.
All right, let's rewind. We just started getting heavy into the relationship talk, but we only have an hour here. Uzi, so you move out to LA.
Oh yeah, I moved out to LA.
And then like, what was your path here? Like, what were you trying to do?
We had started doing like a bunch of film stuff in Ohio because, you know, we had been making good songs and stuff like that, and a lot of directors were flaking out on doing our videos. Mm-hmm. So this was kind of like that DIY video renaissance when it just started, where everyone was getting 5Ds and the playing ground was kind of leveled. So we went and got a 5D, started doing stuff, learned film, and when we moved to LA, we kind of used the film like as a door to get into the world of musicians.
But you were filming with a VHS camera even back during the Ohio era as well.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, that too. But like even more when I got to LA, you know, we had this like 5D or whatever. But you know, as I like made more director friends and stuff like that, I started seeing that people had like, you know, like $20,000, $25,000 worth of equipment, like in their house. Like some of the LA kids are fucking rich. Yes. A lot of fools are. So it's like, true. I started seeing that, and then I was like, well, I'm not gonna win if I have to use offbeat cameras. I can't just.
If you're trying to compete on quality, it's not going to work out. So you might as well try to find something. So did it occur to you like, oh, this is how I could stand out, is by doing like something that has an older aesthetic?
It's just offbeat. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I do is like super to fill a void. So it just was something that hadn't been done, and it just was organic. It made sense for me to start doing it. Okay. So that's why I just.
Was Summertime the first video that you did with like a major artist?
Yeah.
And so tell us that you just told me
Krishan was like Rocky at the time. She was huge.
Yeah, but so tell me the story about how you originally got her attention and going to this party and everything.
Oh, so I went to this Terry Richardson party, like thinking I could like get in or something like that. We get there and it's like there's like 200, 300 people outside. Oh yeah. And it like we're like, fuck, what do we do? But there was like 300 people. It was kind of like a party outside, so it was sick. But all of a sudden, all these superstars started popping up, like Lindsay and Paris and all these people. So we started shooting like a little content and stuff.
I've
with
seen
like
some
people
of that
coming
shit.
through.
Yeah, his
like
old
the
stuff
video
on the
loops.
Vimeo,
the
right?
old ones. Yeah,
it's that
that's
thread
classic shit.
It was like before Vine. We were doing these silent video loops. Kind of looked like Harry Potter pictures, like blinking and like people were blinking and
Yeah.
like hair was moving, stuff like that. So we got some content and then we tweeted it to Krayshawn and she responded.
She responded. And so how long was it before you were all of a sudden shooting this video of her?
Maybe like 2 weeks.
Okay.
It was like really fast. She was just like, I need you to come through and do this thing for me. And then I did it and I did a good job. And then she trusted me with doing the video.
So are you the one? Uzi is a group, which is confusing to some people.
Yeah.
You and your homeboy Mike, but he
Yeah.
does most of the production. Do you do the vast majority of the visual stuff and the video stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, we're both really involved in both sides. We both do the production and both the video, but majorly that's my area and that's his.
Okay.
And I do like all the the face stuff and the marketing. He's really, really, really low key.
Okay. So he doesn't like to be going out and doing crazy stuff like this.
No, he's so low key.
Would you is it weird to you when people walk up to you and just say, "Hey, what's up, Uzi"? Is that weird, or are you used to it at this point?
It's
It
Gabe
makes
of
sense.
Uzi.
Yeah,
It makes sense. It's
they don't
like
necessarily know.
either it's like people go up to Rocky and they're like ASAP.
Yeah.
It's like the same.
Yeah. Once you get like to a mainstream level or like a level where you have like a decent following, it's hard for people to pick apart the details.
But I like when people like if you call me Gabe, then that means like you actually know me.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's what's up. Do you remember
So-
why V Nasty wasn't there for the summertime video? Because she didn't remember.
Yeah, she was just doing her shit. Doing her V nasty shit.
Yeah.
Probably pimping or gangbanging. Or something.
Yeah. Throwing up sets
I'm
on
a
somebody.
huge. I met her like once during that whole era, and I like fanned out super hard.
Really? Yeah.
She was like talking, and I was like fanning out, like I can't believe this person is real.
I keep
She's so
calling her my
tight.
bae or my woman crush Wednesday and shit, and she said something to her friend about me sexualizing her because she's not like.
Yeah, you better be careful.
Yeah, I know. And I realized, like, dude, her baby daddy hit me up all angry on Twitter today. He's like, she's talking bullshit in that interview.
Oh, you interviewed her?
Yeah.
Fuck,
I came out like a week ago. Yeah.
What?
It was sick.
Congrats.
Yeah, it was cool. She told what her man crush Monday was Waka Flocka. It
That's
took her like
funny.
5 minutes to think of a guy. that
She was like, hold
attracted
on,
to.
let me think.
It took a long time for her to think of Waka Flocka.
Dude, V Nasty is hard. Listen to like Psycho Bitch freestyle and
Yeah, that's the one
a lot of
that
shit.
that's the one that Taylor was like telling me to watch and stuff. And yeah, she premiered like a Little Debbie diss track on here, like the first verse of it.
That's that. Shout out Lil Debbie, we love Debbie too, but
Uzi just did a little delayed LOL there. All right, this is a question for both of you. What were the best fashion-related rap lyrics of 2015?
Mike first.
Anything come to mind?
Best fashion.
Chi Chi.
Yeah, Chi Chi. Number 9.
What's that?
Lil Chi Chi.
Lil Chi Chi? I don't think I know him. Should I
Yeah.
check this out?
He's an up
Lil
and
Chi
comer.
Chi is on gang shit only.
I feel like fucking.
I traded in my trues for some Robins.
Yeah.
It's 2016. We off True. I mean, we're still on True. That's classic, but we on Robin jeans. We're pushing that 2016. I also like Balenciagas. I don't fuck with nobody. I be in the field, ready to pop on anybody.
I was sideways on a perk.
That is not a fashion lyric.
Not a fashion related lyric. It's a muscle relaxer related lyric.
Yeah, the perks. I don't think I ever did that. I think that's one I
Them
managed to
Percocets.
avoid.
Yeah, it's like geek.
I always hear
That's
great shit. People always talk about it so enthusiastically.
I'm geeked up off them perks.
There was probably sideways off them perks.
Well, Young Thug Hercules has to be one of the best songs of the year.
Hercules.
It's almost like he wanted to say Percules.
Percules.
I don't know.
That's my new nickname, Percules, even though I've never done perks.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
I'm gonna stay away from it, trust me.
What about like your favorite albums of the year? What comes to mind for you guys?
I really like Pusha T's new album, actually.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to that bit
It
too.
was good.
Check it
I
out.
was listening to it a few days ago. And Dirty Sprite too.
Yep, that's a clear
Classic.
fave. Yep.
I mean, like, At Long Last ASAP earlier this year was pretty good, but it's definitely not one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Who's better?
Yeah, there's good albums this year. I liked What a Time and DS2. DS2 is probably my favorite. I mean, all in all.
Yeah.
Just because it was like, I went to like Toronto, and whenever you traveled around while that was coming out, everybody was bumping trap niggas and stuff. It just
Right.
felt like kids all over the world were like,
I feel like there's
At
some
this moment.
controversy online though because like
being trap niggas together.
a lot of writers are putting DS2 in their like top 10 and then not putting 56 Nights in there, and I feel like 56 Nights
they're
almost
high.
was like more influential or had like the bigger
that's a
songs
fact,
in a
that's a
way, you
fact,
know?
yeah.
Yeah. But that's funny how people will like
No,
give
yeah.
credit to an album more than a mixtape, even if the mixtape is kind of more prevalent, you know?
Right.
But I don't know. I mean, I think that it being the album, it probably did get more attention, but that's a weird thing to like base what your favorite albums is on.
Yeah, people like mixtapes. I don't know where people stand on mixtapes, which is part of the reason why I haven't done one.
Yeah.
I don't know like what the connotation is. Like you heard Mike saying, like if I was telling people to listen to my mixtape, that would be whack. So that's why I haven't dropped one.
You're working on an album though, right?
I'm not working on any. I'm working on like one-offs.
So that's how you prefer to do it, is
Yeah.
just putting out a video these days?
Yeah, I'm putting out videos and like pieces, like like my masterpieces.
He ain't a one-hit wonder.
until,
He a
like, I can
one-hit
fucking-
wonderful.
Until someone wants to come, like help us put together an album.
Uh-huh.
But that's where we're at now. We're just doing as much stuff as we can, and then we want someone to come help us put together an album. And
it's interesting because you had, you said in like an interview from 2014 that you were working on an album that was going to have all these crazy features and everything.
so that's true. That's
what
true. I
changed,
have
like in
that.
your opinion?
I don't know. I just feel like kids are so. I just don't want to give away too much.
Uh-huh.
And kids are, I think, becoming less and less grateful for stuff.
Right.
So, you gotta give less.
Well, you're definitely killing with the music video stuff. I mean,
Yeah, the shit's good.
The
With the animated Lambos.
yeah,
Thanks.
the YouTube is rocking.
Yeah, that's my roommate Osh that does all that. Osh Travers.
He does what?
He does the animations.
Oh,
It's my
okay.
art director.
Oh, nice.
But he's doing Lil Wayne's tour stuff right now, and
Okay.
he's done stuff with Virgil and Drake and a
So
bunch
you-
of Donda stuff.
Didn't you just do Diplo?
Diplo, yeah.
Yeah, that's so sick.
What's your relationship with Truck Fit though?
Suck a
That's-
nigga
that
dick
song-
from truck fit.
That's all gang.
But
Like
how
Chuck
did-
Fett over Margella.
So you were a fan of them before you started working with them, or what?
No, hell yeah. Like
Okay.
I was a huge Chuck Fett fan.
Oh, really?
Like
Okay.
Wayne is Wayne is my idol.
I have some sample truck fit pieces if you want them.
Dude,
This
please.
kid I was friends with in middle school, his dad hosted parties for Lil Wayne, and he had all this like one of one truck fit shit. And I have a few pieces in my house.
Lil Wayne is like my idol, dude. Seriously.
So how did you start
All of them.
working with Truck Fit though?
They were just wanted to do some stuff, with in the internet kids, and it just kind of happened.
And so what did you guys end up doing together? You did a shirt
We
together?
did like
and
a
stuff?
hoodie,
Yeah.
and so I've got like there's like a rare Uzi Truck Fit hoodie, and it's like this cartoon.
Yeah, I know. That thing's sick.
Drew Tunes, yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
Gabe,
Gotta
you
get
got
you in.
me with
I
one
want
of
that.
those.
Yeah, I
Oh,
got you.
definitely.
I got you guys. ASAP.
Would you ever suck a dick for Truck Fit, or is that just a
Me?
lyric?
That-
Not, just anyone.
Her? Would I expect a girl to? Absolutely.
Yeah.
She needs to
It's definitely that fly.
put in pieces.
Do girls do that? Is that a thing in the fashion world? Are girls
Nah.
exchanging sexual favors for
Girls
clothes?
don't even care about clothes. That's the funny thing.
It's true, huh?
Boys care about clothes,
But do you really think that? I think girls notice when you're
They only
dressed in
care
a way
about
that
the
you care.
brands that are run by gay dudes. So you can't really do that.
Like, what
Hey,
do
fuck
girls
with
wear?
that Jeremy Scott, bro.
like high end.
I fuck with that Jeremy too.
I fuck with Jeremy. Shout out
Jeremy,
to Jeremy
hey.
Scott, my boy.
Yeah, but he's not trying to get his dick sucked
He's
by
not.
a girl to
Yeah.
give away clothes.
That's
Exactly.
fresh. That's 2016.
We can all
Shout out to shout out to Jeremy Scott for like remaking Moschino. Like, I mean, I wouldn't
So
wear
good.
most of that shit, but it's like it's strictly on. Like, it's good.
It's great. He's the best. He's so cool.
it's good. I'm glad that we can all come to a consensus that Jeremy Scott is not trying to get his dick sucked by a girl.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it.
No, it's not his swag.
Oh, I think that.
Don't
like,
get it twisted though. Jeremy's got the bad ones, all
Really?
the babes. You
well,
kidding
shit.
me?
Now we know.
If he wanted
Jeremy's
them.
got the babes.
Yeah, if you want.
If he wanted him, yeah. Gay guys all have that advantage. Yeah, but what was I about to say?
Someone should pretend they're gay and pull a bunch of fine sugar cookies.
There's probably a lot of dudes flexing with that. Style
You know what that's
out
called?
there,
That's called a FOMO, dude.
Are you
A
serious?
fake homo, yeah.
That's funny.
My dad used to always say the term beard, which is like I would
Yeah.
bring home a
I've
girl
heard
and he'd
that
be
too.
like, "Oh, is that your beard?" Like it's
That's
a
fresh.
thing that a straight guy uses to, or a gay guy uses to make himself look straight. See, that's what I thought Uzi's
people
deal was
have
when I
those.
thought he was sus, but
No.
not sus. But
Uzi ain't sus.
I'm not, but I am like really like girly in my own way. You know what I'm saying?
why would you?
Like,
What's that mean?
I like clothes, and I'm just like, I don't know.
But there's nothing girly about that. We should be fighting against that assumption that any guy that's interested in their clothes is kind of sus, you know?
No, totally.
That's wrong.
Wait, why did you think I was?
Just because you had all these fucking hot-ass chicks around you. And
There's
to me...
It's like there's no way.
Exactly. That doesn't add up. It's like there's no way that all these girls could get along with each other and be around this fool unless this fool is not fucking at least some of them.
Right. No, and I
Is that not the kind of relationship
it's
you
not
have with your crew?
that isn't the relationship I have with my gang. Like, that's my gang. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like, the girls that I'm with, like, that is my gang. I don't fuck those girls, whatever.
You don't
like,
cross the line.
no, when we do our shit and we're putting sex out there, like, that's us putting sex out there together. Like, that's like on some gang shit.
So,
Strictly on.
But
you're
you
gonna
know, I
make
feel
that
like
part of the lexicon, man.
a lot of dudes like don't know how to just be friends with girls.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's whack. That's mostly, and that's why they don't get no girls.
I feel like I could be really good friends with girls. It's just that I always end up fucking them, and then it's hard to like navigate that afterwards. You know, Mike, what is it like when you wake up in the morning and choose your clothes? What goes through your head?
I don't know. I just like throw on whatever. I like don't really care anymore.
So you don't think about like the outfit that you're wearing
I
having
just
to
make
match
sure
your
the
mood.
colors like go well together.
But don't you think that you kind of do you dress for anything? Like do you dress for your mood or for how you feel that day or the thing you're going to be doing? You
I
just
just
sorta...
dress to dress, I guess. Like sometimes I feel like this is really weird. Like I have OCD, so certain stuff is like weird, and like I have to wear at least 2 items of a brand. I can't wear a single item from one brand.
Okay.
Unless it's like a special piece, which is really odd, but I don't know.
Huh.
That's too fly.
The stuff has to kind of
That's
work
why you
together.
were in those 2 Telfar tees that day. I get it.
Yeah, that's actually why.
That's hard. That's fresh.
What about you? What goes through your head when you wake up in the morning and you decide what you're going to throw on?
It is like mood. It really is mood, and it depends on like what's going on that day. As you know, you dress for like events and just like location. You dress based on location. Like if you go to the beach or something like that. You might wanna have
that's a
just
clear cut one. Yeah,
a little beach swag, or like if you're going to like a rave, you know, you might want to do like some ravey.
You can go a little bit more eclectic with the colors,
Right,
and
colors and stuff like that. You're going to a nice dinner, you want to do all black. So it's definitely based on whatever I'm going to, or like whatever I'm
I've
doing
made that
day.
mistake before where like I went and met up with some girl. She said we were going to go to the beach, but I didn't think about the fact that we were like really going to the beach.
Yeah.
And so I'm wearing like tight black jeans and like a black t-shirt, and I look so out of place. And I felt
Why
so
can't you
stupid.
wear that to the beach?
I mean, you can. It's just that and this is in Texas too, so it's like a different, whatever.
Yeah.
But everybody was just looking at me like, "Oh, look at the fucking
get
goth
some,
kid."
You gotta get some Gucci swim trunks. That's what I'm trying to cop. I'm watching
Yeah.
a pair on eBay right now for the low.
Okay, you got to spend more
Vilberquins,
for the
bro.
beach,
You gotta get
especially
the
because you're wearing
Vilberquins.
so little.
No, I don't fuck with Vilberquins.
No,
I used to have a
Vilberquin's the
pair.
bathing suit you go with, bro.
I'm trying to get an all red Gucci belt though.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Is Henry like one of your closest confidants when it comes to talking about fashion?
Yeah, I think so.
You guys have
Yeah.
spirited debates over coffee or what?
He's definitely my closest when it comes to talking about Park City.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only people actually
Utah
who I've
gang.
talked with about Park City is Henry, and then I think John Ross a little bit, and I talked to Ian this morning about it for like
What's
half a
Park
second.
City?
It's the only like cool town in Utah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And so what? Ian knows about this as well.
He was just there. Actually,
Salt Lake's pretty cool.
Anybody who
Salt Lake's
anybody knows
boring.
about Park
Salt
City,
Lake
bro.
So,
Do you feel like you're gonna like lose touch with the youth and like lose touch with what's going on in our society because you're out there in the mountains?
I'm gonna gain contact with some. I'm gonna get in touch with my wild side. I think.
You heard?
No, you spend 6 months to catch the vision.
Yeah.
It's a 6-month
I have to
vision
s-
quest.
Yeah.
A vision quest. I like that. Yeah.
Strictly on.
You get to come home for the
Strictly
summer?
on. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's dope.
Were you home this past summer?
I was home for like a month of it.
And so was it fun going back to New York, or was it kind of?
It was really fun, but it didn't end so well.
What? Why not?
Because I just got in fights with some people that I was close with.
Really?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Let me see what else do we got here. Can we just talk about pop music? You consider yourself a pop
Yeah.
musician?
Yeah, definitely.
And so, what does that mean to you when you say pop music?
It's just like the textures of it, I think, and just it's just the style and kind of like the type of music that it's inspired by. But you know, there's no like underground pop. You know, there's never really been nothing that's like, you know, too hipster, or nothing that's like, there's like indie hipster pop, but I mean like really like trying to make pop songs and like make them cool and talk about, you know, the shit that we do, smoking weed and all that.
That's what I like about your music is that it feels like you're going with like the intention of pop music, but then like your aesthetic is totally different and you're using like different textures with the vocals and everything.
Right, we want it to be sophisticated.
Yeah.
You know, pop has got this connotation of, you know, being really dumbed down and stuff like that, but we try to make it sophisticated and cool.
Do you fuck with like the Justin Bieber album? Are you like very influenced by like modern pop music?
Yeah, I love pop just as much as I love rap. Like I'm dead ass, I'm on my Young Lord shit.
Really?
I'm not a rapper.
Oh yeah, he's always dropping that, huh?
No, I'm just kidding. I am though. But
Do you guys want to talk about A$AP Bari and his influence? Because we were talking about that off camera
Sure,
beforehand.
I gotta
I would be
say
honored.
something about Bari.
What's that?
Bari is the fucking king of everything.
Yeah,
like
bro.
yeah,
Rocky wouldn't be who he
Well,
is without Bari. All of A$AP wouldn't be who they are without Bari.
yeah,
Like,
Bar's incredible.
Yeah, Bari's
Just
not
like-
too cool for anyone. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like
he just
hit
does
me
his
up.
own thing. He doesn't
Yeah.
get influenced by other people, and you have to respect anyone who's doing their own shit. Like I respect Hood by Air for doing their own thing. Like I might not wear their clothes, but I respect them for doing their own thing. But with Bari, like I just fuck with him. Like he's just doing his shit, and he knows what he's doing, and he has a lot of knowledge to spread. And like he's not going to show all that knowledge at once, but he's just
Right.
bringing it up in little increments, and that's giving him a lot of cred.
No, totally. And yeah, V-Lone, he's done a really good job with V-Lone too. That's like another
Yeah.
thing. V-Lone is like on the low, like more rare than anything.
So you think
They've been
he's-
hyping it for a long time, and it's
They've been
not
hyped and like,
available
no, you can't buy it. They only sold it like
in
twice.
Japan.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only
it's like rare.
At old school.
they sold it at 424. Then they did an online drop, and then they sold it in Japan. That's the only like, or you can get it from the man himself, Bari. Like there's this guy Kill V out here selling that fake V-Lone. Like
Yeah, Mike.
Really?
Did we see fake V-Lone at the other day?
oh yeah,
I would
I
love-
gotta say something.
Black market V-Lone is
important.
cool.
What?
Fuck old.
There's a store called Old School on Fairfax.
Oh man.
And they sell fake V-Lone, which is strictly not on B.
Fake
that's not
Gosha.
acceptable.
That's fucking that's some gay ass shit, and I don't fuck with that. They sell fake Gosha,
Fake
fake
Yeezy.
Yeezy, fake Raf,
Fake
fake
Gianni.
Vetements.
They got fake
yeah, they got
Gianni.
fake Gianni Mora.
But how do they get away with selling fake shit on Fairfax where fucking
Because they
everybody-
don't post
crazy.
it on Instagram.
Yeah, their
Really?
Instagram is all like the real shit from all these like little like weird ass
Shitty brands.
Yeah.
Like
But like the
I fucked
fake
with
shit-
FTP, but I'm kind of disappointed in them because they did a pop up shop at Old School, and like
Yeah, but
that's
that was back when it was just like a thrift shop because it used to be a thrift shop.
really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've talked to like people have been talking about that lately because kids are really like spending. Some kids are spending their money there, and it's like the price is the same price as like the real pieces.
Really?
But like one of the dudes was like, yeah, the dude that owns the store, he's real cool and real supportive, but he might not just know. He might be like old. Someone's just
okay.
selling them the shit.
They know because yesterday Mike was taking photos in there, and they were like, "Get out! Like we can't have you taking photos in here," because they knew he was trying to like expose them for being.
I mean, I did expose it. I posted it on Instagram,
Yeah.
and I called their ass out.
Yeah.
Ooh, I gotta look at that. They're getting
I
exposed right
took
now,
it down.
too.
I took it down.
Well, why?
Just because, like, I don't know, it just looks bad.
Fuck them. Let's expose them. We're exposing them right now.
Yeah,
Fuck
we're
you if you're
exposing
selling fake shit.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, sure. I think it's tight though.
I'd rather just like go up to their store and fucking flame them, or like
No,
have someone
there's a
swat
difference
them or
between,
something.
Like fake like Louis and Gucci and all that because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
those are big corporations and you're
Right,
like
right.
it like they don't know the difference.
But
if
like when you're
stealing from
making
them.
fakes of like small new brands like
Yeah.
Gosha and Vetements,
Right.
like
and like
Yeah.
Yeezy, like Kanye. I mean, like Kanye's obviously a big conglomerate when it comes to these things, but
Right.
I mean, it's a new brand. Yeezy just released like their first collection back in October, so like,
And like Fairfax or whatever is
Yeah.
like a small community of a lot of people who know
Right.
each
and
other.
you can't sell fake Raf because
it's
he's just
sick,
like the
though.
most respected. So like anything against him is like super disrespectful.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I
And
mean, but
fake
you have to think
V-Lone,
about it
that's
too.
just like fucked up because like that's Bari's brand. It's like a small brand. Like Bari's just one guy. You gotta respect him, and that's like stealing out of his pocket pretty much.
At the same time though, you gotta like think how many places in the world can you get fake V-Lone.
Yeah.
It's very rare. Like black, it's like one of the only places you can get black market off-white or black market.
Are they good fakes
No,
though?
there's
Does it
so
look pretty
much
similar?
fake off-white.
No,
Fake Palace.
They're like saying it's
Fake
real.
Balenciagas,
It's part of the
everything,
fucked
like,
up
they
shit.
go
Really?
crazy
They make fake
in it.
Palace?
Fake
Yeah.
Palace, fake everything.
With fake shit, it's either terrible or really good. There's
Yeah.
two sides. Like, there's really good fake easy shit, like, but I still wouldn't buy that because, like,
The really trippy shit is when you go to like Japan or China and everybody's wearing fake shit and they don't.
Yeah.
It's not even. They don't think of it that way because they
Yeah.
have never seen real Louis Vuitton.
Right.
There's no frame of reference, especially in Japan. You will see motherfuckers wearing the flyest outfit, and then like the dudes I was with were like every single thing he's wearing is fake.
It's fresh.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I got to tell the story. I was reading or watching an interview or something like that. MIA, when she did her Versace collab, she brought in all of the fakes that she had collected throughout just like her years like on the road and stuff like that, and brought them in as references.
Really?
And
I heard about this.
and they
actually.
said like this fabric, some of the fabrics and stuff, they're like, we can't recreate it, it'll be too expensive, like
Really?
they only make this sort of fabric in this part of the world or whatever.
So like the people who are making the fakes are actually fucking artisans. Like they're
they're
making crazy,
like artists
like-
in themselves or whatever.
And it's weird too to think that they're never going to
Bootleggers.
get credit for the shit that they're making because they're kind of copying something, but it's actually like its own art.
It is
in a
kind of
weird
like
way,
art.
you
It's
know?
like
It's a different type of art.
but it is some, you don't want to fucking be a kid and having like $150 that you fucking worked or waited so long
Yeah.
to get, and then go spend it on some fake shit. That's so
Like, if you have
disheartening.
$150, like, and you work really hard for it, go buy like just a smaller price item from one of like these real brands.
Or
like,
shop at like a thrift store.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
what
try
I
to
do.
find a bunch of cool shit because like it's better to have like cool shit from there than like
some corny designer shit.
like fake. Yeah, like either like shitty designer shit. Because like I was even
Like-
talking with my girlfriend the other day. Like all the girls from her school have like Michael Kors, and like that shit's like
That's
kind of
whack.
that shit's like kind of expensive or whatever. But like
It's
Shit is
corny.
OD
yeah,
whack.
yeah, like it's high key whack, but like it's way cooler to have like a $5 bag from a thrift store than to
Yeah.
have a fucking
Michael
like
Kors,
Michael
yeah.
Kors bag. And
I
look
gotta
like a
say-
That's that
thought.
basic bitch wear.
Yeah.
Basic bitch.
The worst one is Tory Burch. That's the worst.
I don't even know about that. But well, that's the weird thing about the MK purses or some shit like that is like, yeah, you bought something nice, it's expensive, it's whatever, but it's like when the reference is so obvious, like part of fashion is that it like distinguishes you as being part of something different. Like if you see a kid walking around and he's got a Palace windbreaker,
Right.
at least you know in your head that there's at least some percentage of him that knows what's up and that is
Right.
paying attention to what's going on.
Right.
And same thing with like a lot of different brands. It's like if you're wearing like that's what's funny. I went to the mall in Florida when I was on vacation with my family, and I was just like, every single person in this mall when we went to the mall is wearing something that you could buy at this mall.
I know.
That's
It's like
crazy.
I think it's like that in high schools. Like
yeah, because you don't know
Worldwide.
where you would go to get something else.
here,
right?
though, like this is what makes these kids so special. Like in the bigger cities, though, like L.A., New York, Chicago, there
Yeah.
are certain kids that are more advanced and are buying. Like
I'm impressed by kids out here because like I'll have like 14-year-old Mexican girls come in here with like Odd Future shirts, and they'll be like, no, like I saw like a BMX kid at school and he was wearing your stuff and I wanted to like get something. And
That's sick.
that's just cool as fuck to me that like they're young ass kids and they're actually thinking about their wearing and thinking of like wanting to just represent things that they actually think are independent and cool.
no, totally,
A lot of kids wouldn't have that mentality outside of like a bigger city.
it's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, how much do you think your clothing collection is worth? Like over the years, all the pieces you've collected.
Probably around like, I don't know, like 12,000, 13,000. I don't have that much stuff anymore. I've gotten rid of a lot of it. I
feel
still have
that's
like,
not that high for how expensive a lot of the shit that
Yeah.
you seem to be into is.
yeah, maybe the number's not correct. I don't know. But like, I have like over 500 Supreme pieces, and I don't wear any
Yeah,
of
that's
them.
like 12 grand right there.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
That's,
I just want to
Even
sell
even
it
if they're all
all.
handkerchiefs, that's 12 grand.
Like,
yeah.
whoever's listening to this, like, if you want to buy some Supreme that you'll never find again in your life, like either samples or just old pieces or just like some cool shit that like sat in the store, I'm not charging that much for it. Just hit me up.
Okay.
Oh,
Like,
this
I'm just trying to get rid of it because I don't wear it. My house is a mess. I just don't want to have stuff that I don't need.
I got a hilarious story.
Let's hear it.
Mike is such a hustler with the clothes. Like one time we were this is like the first time we had even, or first or second time we even hung out. We hung out. He took me to the Chinatown Supreme store for the first time.
Oh yeah, with my boy Warren, right?
Love Warren. He's dope.
Yeah, shout out to Warren Gorin. That is
Warren Gorin.
my, like, I've known this nigga since September 2014. That's one of my best
he's
friends. Like, nobody's like on his shit yet. Like, he's a revolutionary. You gotta fuck with him. His Instagram is @war GOUR.
Yeah,
At
that's a
War
must
Gore.
follow, definitely.
That's a
I'm gonna have to
must
look into
follow
this.
if you have an Instagram account and you're listening to this podcast currently.
Okay, so what happened with you guys?
Okay, yeah. So, takes me to the Supreme store. We all cash out because Mike. Everyone in there was smart. Everyone pretty much bought what Mike told them to buy because everyone trusts the knowledge. So,
vision.
anyways, I went back home and I'm like still doing shopping. I'm like an eBay junkie. Like seriously, I have like a problem with online shopping. So like I copped these pants and like 5 minutes later, Mike calls me like, "Yo, like, did you just buy these Jeremy Scott pants?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I just sold them to you." Like the funniest
Yeah,
thing ever.
that was a good coincidence.
So you didn't notice that it was his eBay
No,
username?
not at all. I never like look at the usernames. On
So was
eBay.
that awkward? Did you feel like you actually had to go through with the eBay transaction, or did you like?
No,
I'll give you.
We
like, a
didn't go
deal?
back door or anything. We just went through. I was selling them. They were like $200 pants. I sold them for like $30.
Oh, they were for the low. Yeah, they were like one of one Jeremy
They were
Scott
samples. I think. I don't know. I got them at a thrift store, but I think whoever had them before got them at like this Jeremy Scott sample sale that he had in 2008.
That's that New York shit where you can just come up on something
Yeah, New York is
at
different
a
than
thrift
LA.
store.
Huh?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, there's
So-
way more clothes out there.
Yeah. Would you want to be living in LA, Mike?
Yeah,
that
I
the
would.
plan?
It's just more relaxing. And
Yeah.
bitches here.
Yeah, I want to move to New York though, like in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
New York's like more professional in some ways, but it's also kind of boring currently.
Honestly, the
the
answer
only
the
reason.
answer is both
Yeah.
equally. Like anyone that lives in either place will
like
say.
this is like has nothing to do with this shit we're talking about, but like part of the reason why I want to move to LA is like there's a lot more like mountains and like
Yeah.
shit.
More nature.
And I'm recently I've been getting really into like hiking and like biking and shit. So and my dad wants me to run cross country. So like,
Really?
if I move out here,
That's
I'm probably
dope.
gonna be doing that kind of shit.
Do you do?
You're about to be an athlete?
Do you run currently?
Not like in any sort of. I'm not in any sort of club, but
But are you interested in it?
yeah, I
You down with
usually
cross country?
You should, dude. I did cross country for a little while. Very rare.
Really?
Very rare facts.
Oh,
I was on the cross country team.
I wanted to bring this up. Gabe, I have some old ass photos of you on my phone.
Oh, boy.
Found by
Uh-oh. Text me them and I'll put them in here.
Oh man.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna share them. They're
Don't.
too rare.
Yeah, that's like gang.
Strictly gang. yeah.
Strictly gang
Was
shit.
it? Who did it? Who sent it? Just tell me who
I
sent it.
can't say. It was someone in a DM group.
Do
That's fine.
you exercise currently or no?
Not really.
You don't really bother.
I like to like play basketball and shit like that.
I feel like you got to get your heart rate up once in a while just for your own sanity. You know, it like helps you keep your
No,
brain.
definitely.
You know, that's what I do before I do these podcasts. A lot of times I'll actually like go work out because it actually like gets my fucking brain invigorated.
No,
I did
totally.
not do that. I smoked a bunch of weed before this one. So
Today.
it's a little different,
That
yeah.
does get your brain invigorated.
Yeah, in a
Gives you
totally
little
different
bit.
way. Yeah.
I mean, it depends if you're smoking indica or sativa.
we
but I
need
mean,
some.
like,
Do you blow gas, Hank? Henry?
Oh yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Henry's like not used to being
Henry's
called
on
Hank.
that,
I know. I like giving people new nicknames.
Henry's on
I'm
that
not telling you.
Sosa OG.
Yeah, I be smoking Sosa OG. I got a few
He
woods.
said I'd be smoking Sosa OG.
Yeah, so you know you smoked Sosa OG before?
I've never smoked Sosa OG. You have some?
Yeah.
What? It's like Chief keeps
On
weed.
D?
Is it like
Yeah.
super
On B?
expensive or something?
From the. Can I see that?
Oh, shout out Juice the Savage though, for real.
Okay. Yeah, he's dope.
No, I'm
I was
glad.
just watching his video with Maxo. Fucking, I forget what it's called.
Yeah, we gotta get Juice up here.
That would be tight. I'm
He's
down.
dope. One time, this is like a totally separate story, but Cardi and Juice came over
Uh-huh.
and stayed the night at my house, and it was like really, it was crazy.
What were they
Like, it was like
getting into?
mayhem. Nothing. Just like people came over, and then there was like a little bit of gang drama and shit like that. It was just
Really?
like a crazy night. No one went to sleep. Cardi was turned up off the liquor and the Zans.
Wow, look at this fool
What's
rolling
that?
up. Hank is rolling in with the blunts already rolled.
He's got
His
the
Sosa OG.
Is
Yeah,
that Sosa
bathroom.
OG?
It's a style
Do you have a
icon.
bathroom?
Oh, yeah, right there. Henry's swag is like this really like sophisticated
I know, the swag
skinhead
is
type
crazy
thing. I
right
don't
now.
even know. It's very like early.
Are you
80s,
wearing
like,
a
English
Giza
skinhead.
ring?
Yeah, I found.
I have one
found
of
it
those.
today. I found it.
It's like a skinhead like found out about Rick Owens and he like
Found
put together
out
this
about
outfit.
Cowboy.
Skinhead. should
What
wear
jacket is
Rick.
that?
I actually
This
just
is
got
me.
this cut
Okay,
today.
Acme
Oh yeah.
boys.
What, you had longer hair before?
I had
Yeah.
like just like regular like.
I think
guy
skinheads
hair.
look so fucking cool.
Yeah,
that
is
needs
cool.
to make more of it because everybody's doing like the punk thing, but they
Everyone's
need to go
on
more
that,
to the working class
Like,
skinhead image.
Yeah.
I don't.
Niggas
fuck,
are on
I
that
don't
with good
fuck
shit,
with like
though.
neo Nazis and shit, but
Well,
like
yeah, okay.
Well,
A
the
lot.
original
Same.
original skinheads were they were like black skinheads in the like I know a lot about
Black skinheads? This
Yeah,
is dope.
No, but the early skinhead movement was not a racial.
it was about like reggae music and ska.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So like
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
them
I've
came
heard
from
about that.
Jamaica.
It's kind of like a
Very rare
misconception,
knowledge.
and that's like if you go to England, like the majority of the dudes that you see who look like skinheads are not like racist skinheads. They're
Right.
just
They just
working
like the
class guys
aesthetic.
that dress that way. They like the music. It's like a cultural thing.
right.
Although it is kind of like a weird white pride cultural thing a lot of times. Where
Shout
they're-
out to Vivian Westwood for just like all that stuff.
Yeah,
shout out Tim Westwood.
And Tim Westwood, Vivian Westwood. You know they're related. I just read that somewhere.
Really?
He's like a distant nephew.
Oh, okay.
Crazy. I just made that up though.
Really? You got me.
I fell for that.
How do you end up on fucking Drake's Instagram?
I went with a friend. It's crazy. I was in Toronto one day and I fell asleep in my hotel and I ended up sleeping super late. Like I slept till like 4 p.m. So I ended up going to my friend's house down the street because my friends had kind of like moved on without me, left me, did their own thing. So I went to a friend's house down the street and he was randomly like, "You want to go pull up on Drake right now?" And I was like, "Sure." You know, I'm like a huge Drake fan and stuff like that. So we pull up to this huge amphitheater in Toronto.
Drake follows Mike the Ruler. He just let me know.
He should. He needs to.
He probably
A lot of
follows you
people
too,
need
right?
to.
Huh?
Let me check.
Probably,
I'll check
yeah,
if he
probably.
follows
Well, that
Gabe.
means you're one of the top 1,080 people that
No,
Drake knows.
he doesn't follow Gabe.
Drake, get,
Yeah, I
get
know.
the
Follow
fucking
my
shit
boy,
together.
Yeah,
Gabe.
Drake, you gotta
Drake, you
please.
idiot.
He's tripping. No,
right,
it's
so-
because he's, you know,
Keep going
we're
with-
gang like that.
Yeah.
No, they
we
gave
don't
me a
need to
jacket.
follow
though.
each other. Yeah.
They gave me an
Henry,
OVO jacket.
Look
so
at
it's-
what
it's
Chief
good.
Keef just posted.
Yeah, Chief
all right.
Keef the best.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
what
So we pull up to this amphitheater, and it's literally Drake is there with like a few members on stage in an empty amphitheater, and he's like performing. Then he was like cuts off the music, and he sat down and had like a 30-minute convo with us just about like everything that was going on. This is like right after the Meek stuff, so we were talking about
really?
everything.
Wow,
Just like
so
a
you
lot
got to
of-
hear the Drake in-depth perspective on that?
Yeah, it was really sick.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot of. It was so much energy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
But was he talking like a fucking war general, like about the strategy behind like what he did with the song and everything?
No, I mean I don't think he wanted to do that at
Yeah.
all. But he literally was. It was just like he was talking about kind of his intentions and like the perceptions on it being a thing, and he did what he had to do.
I mean, Meek handed him this giant opportunity because it's like
Yeah,
Drake
what was that
already
about?
was like the biggest fucking rapper in the world, but then Meek just gave him this fucking head on a platter of like, oh, here, like you can prove to everybody that you're even,
Oh, man.
you know, if anybody thought you were kind of a bitch before, they definitely aren't going to think that now after they watch you fucking wipe the floor with this dude, you know?
Yeah, that was not. That was not
brutal.
pretty. It wasn't pretty.
I want to see if Meek can come back. I have a feeling that he's going to turn into like Cassidy and he's going to be rapping like with the fucking ratty ass cornrows again.
Who did 50 Cent beef with again?
Everyone. 50
Slow
Cent beef
Bucks.
with everybody, but slow
You
Bucks,
said
yeah,
slow
there you
bucks.
go.
You're hilarious.
That's a real
Yeah.
recent one.
You're fucking so funny,
That is
dog.
amazing.
Yeah.
Slow bucks is fire.
Gabe, you know what? Conrad was going to be Slowbucks' stylist.
Well,
Yeah.
This guy's work cut out for him. Damn, am I talking shit right
I
there?
love Conrad, bro.
Fast
That's
money,
like
no
my
slow
baby
bucks.
bro, and it really hurt my heart when Warren told
Yeah.
me that they don't like hang
They
anymore.
don't fuck with each other anymore.
Yeah, that
Like,
hurt me.
They're both bros, but I don't know. Conrad's been doing some shit that I don't agree with, but
Yeah.
he's still the bro. I still fuck
No,
with
that's
him.
fam. He's really talented too,
Yeah.
and really
He has the
creative
vision,
and crafty.
Like, yeah.
Mike, are you ever going to switch to contacts or are you glasses for life?
Glasses for life.
I think you pull them off well,
Yeah.
but I think for a lot of guys that it's kind of like they feel like they need to do that once they start getting ass.
Yeah.
No, glasses are dope.
Yeah, well, you're wearing sunglasses.
No, I
That's
gotta
cool,
get
though.
my like glasses back because I can't see shit. I gotta get on my Mike the Ruler swag.
I got the fucking laser, I got laser eye surgery, and I gotta say it was one of the
that's
best things
cool.
I ever did.
That's really cool.
$2,500. These things have been perfect.
Oh,
ever since.
$2,500?
Yeah, it's cheap, right?
That's for the low.
And that was in New York City like 7 years ago.
Glasses
So
are
it's
like dead ass, like 500.
yeah. Not to mention contacts and shit. You gotta be buying all this weird stuff. You gotta bring them around with you. It's
If you're gonna pay
it.
5, you might as well pay the 25 and go crazy.
It's true.
Perfect vision.
Hey,
But you don't want them to fuck up. Because
Yeah.
that would suck. They never do.
But I feel like if you wear glasses, then all of a sudden you can't like wear glasses for like style because then you have to actually spend a shitload of money getting the lenses
that's
for
fine.
everything.
Remember
and that's its own
when
thing.
everyone was wearing those glasses, like
The stunner
clear,
shades?
No,
Oh,
like
without
clear
the lenses. Without
yeah,
the
without the lenses
That's
and the
so
clear lenses,
gay.
and like
Oh, that's sick. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
There's people who still do that.
niggas were dead wearing like
With the plastic bow ties.
3D glasses, 3D like avatar glasses.
Yeah, I've seen that shit.
with the lenses popped out like on some swag.
Jerk culture. Jerking culture.
Yo, so before we finish this, I want to hear fashion trends that you've participated in that you now kind of regret.
Oh shit.
Mike, there is a video of you proclaiming your love for Ben Trill on the internet, so maybe we should start there.
Oh,
Ventrilo, yeah, I regret that one.
dude,
I don't regret
Don't.
it.
You were young and you
Yeah.
were just a fan.
They're
though,
cool.
You know?
I'm seriously a
Yeah.
Matt Williams super fan.
Yeah, me too.
fuck-
Shout out to
fuck,
Leak.
I fuck with the Leak Studio.
Yeah.
heavy.
Matt
That's
Williams
the
is
boy.
like
yeah.
I look up to him like a lot in
No.
terms of
When
you
I
know,
was like
Actually,
12,
I fuck with like the original Ventrilo, but after they started fucking with
Stussy
Paxson,
and yeah.
with
Right.
Paxson, no, the
That is-
Stussy,
that was the
Stussy
most
collab pretty
OG.
cool, yeah.
Right.
When I was like 12 years old, Matt Williams and me were like DMing, and he wanted to get me in like a lookbook. And now, like 4 years later, he just DM'd me like talking about like, do you remember that?
Really?
Yeah.
family.
He's probably watching this right now thinking, hey, that dude remembers this. That's dope.
No,
and he's
I remember-
vaping.
I
Matt
remember-
Williams is incredible. I think he's like
Yeah.
he's like a huge link in like pop culture and
Definitely,
you know the
definitely.
product that we've gotten like a really high level of product from certain artists over the past few years, and I
He's
think Matt
influenced-
is
he's
really
connected a
influential
bunch of it.
with that.
I feel like I liked what you said earlier, Uzi, about or Gabe, of saying that we're lucky to have Young Thug,
Oh
which
yeah.
I totally
we are
agree
lucky.
with. You know, because
We're
he's
lucky to have him in his Pringles.
one of the
Yeah,
great
bro.
artists of our time. You know, and it's like a lot of people don't respect like with the videos and the music and everything. Like he really is doing something incredible right now. And
No, totally.
who knows how long he'll be able to keep it up? But it's been quite the ride.
A Young Thug, like fact, he never leaves the house without Pringles.
Pringles.
That's amazing.
Well, just in case he needs
If
to
you look in
replenish
some
his
of
salt.
Look at his Instagram.
Yeah, if you
It's
look
in
in
a
some
ton
of his photos, you can see the can in the background.
He was
What?
like, I need Pringles.
How did you find that out? I'm gonna have to Google Young
My
Thug
friend
Pringles
Maddie, shout out Maddie Bigman, is like he's like a huge Young Thug fan, and he found it out from just going to the shows and seeing it. Look,
now. There it is, right there.
I do want him to like start wearing the dress and shit more, and
Yeah.
and just going crazier
I
like
fuck
that.
with that with all the fucking Fendi fur shit.
Yeah.
That's so dope.
keychain.
And
Hey.
the Rick Owens Uggs,
Who-
and the regular Uggs. I fuck with that shit hard.
Who's the best dressed rapper?
Hey, did you say that
Probably Thug.
your friend's name is Maddie?
Maddie Bigman.
Is his Twitter? Yeah, Maddie Bickman, and he
Maddie
has a
B.
tweet about it. Young Thug keeps Pringles in his pocket at all times. I'm gonna retweet it, even though most people will not know why I'm retweeting it, but we'll get Maddie will be a little surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt, shout out to Matty Bickman.
I don't know
boy.
Maddie yet, but
He goes to school. With
he got
me.
the RT. Well, yeah, who's the best dressed rapper in your opinion right now?
Thug or
Yeah, I don't like rappers who do like the actual fashion thing. Like
Yeah.
it's getting
Yeah.
kind of played out.
it is getting pretty played
But
out.
you know, like I fuck with like that hood fashion shit, like
Yeah.
Chief
just
Keef.
like whatever's natural to them and
Yeah,
their environment.
yeah.
I think the best dressed are like Chief Keef, Frito, Thug,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, he is doing the fashion shit, but he's literally like responsible
No,
for
Thug
like
isn't even
I
like
will
Thug's
say-
not
doing
not
his
Thug.
own
I was
fashion.
about to say someone
Sosa
else.
is probably the most influential.
Kanye West is
Oh
like,
yeah.
the most influential for like every single fashion trend that like
That's a
rappers
fact.
wear.
You don't think that the Kanye wave is anywhere close to over? Because I mean, his album
It's
didn't
never
come
gonna
out
be
after he put
over.
out those singles last
Never.
year.
He's the best.
It's never over.
It's
The best
nowhere
ever.
near over. Kanye's gonna go until he dies. He's like
Yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah,
I've been a
he's-
massive-
The
He's
one
really
wrong
fucking
thing is that
good.
he never signed Chief Keef to good music.
You think that was a mistake?
That
that's
was
the
a
one-
big
That's the
mistake.
one fuck up.
But I don't think that Kanye ever could have controlled Chief Keef, just like I don't think anybody could control Chief
Right.
Keef. I don't
But-
think, even if somebody gave him all the money in the world, I don't think that he would actually do what that person said because I don't think he can operate that way.
No.
Yeah, Kanye respects Keith though. I know that.
They
Yeah,
said
bro.
I have a crazy story. Someone told me that when Sosa was flown out to Paris to do the
Yeah, with Ball Out.
all the stuff with Kanye,
Yeah.
he said, "I'm about to go to get something to eat," and then he flew home. 'Cause
So-
he said he
Really?
couldn't find
Sosa?
anything to eat.
Yeah, that's like.
I'm not surprised. He seems like he doesn't like to leave the house too much.
No, he never does. I
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
work for Ball Out. I used to be his assistant.
You're so fire.
Wow, that must have been. I'd like to see you two walking around together.
No,
That
it was
sounds good.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be his assistant, and Chief Keef says he doesn't leave the house for less than 20K.
I believe
Wow.
it, man. Anytime I've ever seen him like do a little performance at a show or whatever, it just seems like pulling teeth to get him there, to get him on stage. Like, he
Right,
just doesn't.
right.
He,
He doesn't
operates at
wanna
his
do
own
it.
speed. His
Very
own-
rare.
That's why I want to have him on this
Very
podcast
rare.
so bad, but I feel like I'm going to be sitting here for like 13 hours
Dude.
waiting.
So this is like
There's
so.
got to be a way.
So this is so influential. I mean, you look at everyone's hair now, and
Yeah.
like you look
Yeah.
at everyone's talking gang and like
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
thought
on
you know,
on
yeah, everything.
That's like the quote from this interview.
Valencia,
On etc.
Montclair. You know, all
I
that
fuck
shit.
with
He's-
Montclair.
He's put all that shit on. Montclair's like loud right
I'm
now.
gonna make a claim that he put Chicago on more than Kanye did.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Interesting.
agree with that.
I mean, I don't know.
Does
It's and-
does Keith still rock the Truies, or has he stepped his jeans game up?
He's probably
He stepped his jeans.
No,
game
he
up.
would both. He would both.
Nah, he's been rocking. He's been on his Balmain shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but he
seriously.
Pay
fucks with the
attention.
way oversized ones. Like if he starts going to skinny pants, that's when I'll know that like it's over.
I think he's going to keep getting bigger and bigger until
Yeah.
like his physically, like his body, his
Keith-
gut seems like
Well,
it's
you-
slowly
Keith is
extending.
he's been fucking with Margiela a lot lately.
Really?
Which
Yeah,
I think is
yeah.
good because Margiela is like
They're
it's
the
like
cap shoes.
a very important brand.
That's what Capo.
And you got to really respect
Yeah.
someone who spends so much money on clothes to just kind of hang out around the house in them to play
Yeah.
video games outfits.
I still love how Wiz
Oh
dresses.
no, he wears different fits to play video games. He wears glow navy gaming. shit.
Oh, so he switches into the outfit for
No,
that?
he has his own
Uh,
gaming.
He has his own gaming brand
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that I think he's gonna be releasing it soon. He
That's what he
posted
should get
some
into, man.
custom printed
No,
controllers
yeah,
and shit.
he's so bored that he just gets into a new shit every week. Like back when I was with them, like we used to just always like he would always be paintballing.
Yeah.
And then-
So that was that period.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
and then
And now
after
it's
that,
Call of
no, they
Duty.
were drones. They fucked
Drones.
with drones for a while after that, and now
He's like the ultimate little kid, just having
yeah,
so much
Yeah,
fun.
seriously.
yeah, he's just like a little boy living out his dream, no parents, just like
We all are to some extent.
No,
He's just got the
totally.
really, really good version of it with a shitload of money and this big
Yeah.
mansion and everything.
Yeah.
He's killing
Incredible
it.
music.
Tons of Pringles. Oh, that's cheap. That's
Nah,
that's thug, man.
Yeah, thug.
What do you guys think about?
Yo, bro, that ain't Maceo, that bishop.
Are you about to be rocking Hella Palace this year, Henny?
Nah, I actually
Nah.
just got rid of my last palace.
You guys
thing.
are getting rid of all your Palace?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's getting played out. Same
I got
as
the
same.
shoes. I like the shoes.
Yeah, I got the cyan Pro Boost, like the baby blue.
Oh yeah, I got the orange ones.
Yeah, my dad.
Okay.
has
Oh,
those orange ones.
those were in
Yeah.
the Boost though.
Not
That was
the
like
boost,
the Pro
just the,
model.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm about to flip those bitches though.
yeah, you
It's
should.
just- I don't
Yeah,
like how the
Boost-
orange looks when it gets dirty.
Yeah, you should just.
Yeah,
sell it to
that's what
some,
my
like,
dad
fan.
said.
I'm off that. I'm only, you know what I'm saying. January, it's only Noah and only Awake.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not.
I fuck
really
with
doing
Noah
much.
heavy. I actually
Yeah.
shot for them back in October.
Oh wow, that's so good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So are
Incredible.
you going to be out here in full force in 2016, or are you going to be kind of keeping a low profile like you have been?
Post April, it's gonna be full force. It's
Okay.
gonna be heavy shit.
Why is that when you're
On
done with school, or
That's when I'm out of. I'm from April to September. I have no school, so I'm gonna be flexing pretty hard.
out here hanging out with us? We're going to take him
I'm
to
probably
ham.
gonna be in New York back and forth from April to September. Then in
Oh, we're
September
taking
I'll
him.
be out.
Mike
here.
the Ruler headlines ham.
Yeah, we got to get him
Yeah.
twerked on all the
Yeah, the cybers.
the cyber thoughts.
Yeah.
You go. Have you been? You've been to him?
Damn, yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
16.
You guys are
Yeah,
all
he's-
just
yeah.
flexing at such young ages. It's
No,
really
they're
quite
really-
impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey.
Jeez. All right. So who's up next in your opinion? That's that's going to be my last question.
Oh,
who
who's up
do we
next?
look out for? Clothes,
Gore.
fashion, music, whatever.
Soap.
Who?
Yeah.
Soap.
Yeah.
Soap?
Up
Us
next,
three. Us three.
Yeah,
us three
yeah,
in this
yeah.
room
Oh, okay.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with that.
Up
completely, yeah.
next, in my opinion, in terms of brands, is Soap, and I think women's wear brands are going to filter into both men's and women's.
I
and they're
agree.
going to become big.
More androgyny in
But
2016.
it's not going to be menswear filtering to women's wear. It's going to be women's wear filtering to menswear, and then women wearing the same pieces too.
Yeah, like
That's what's gonna be big.
Alix.
Like Vetements and Alix. Trust me.
They're
trust me
women's
on this.
brands, but they make things for both.
And like
right.
Interesting.
someone like Ian wears it, and then it gets the hype. So like.
Right.
So that sounds like an
The
entirely new like
fuckboys are
structural
gonna start
change in
wearing,
fashion.
the fuckboys are going to start wearing women's shit. Trust me.
Because I don't
Yeah.
feel like men's fashion currently is that heavily influenced by like female strong brands.
I feel like men's fashion currently is like pretty boring. Like
Well, for
Oh,
a
it's
while,
totally. It's been boring for like 15, 20 years.
there was like a wave of like
really
fuck
good shit.
boys wearing like women's Saint Laurent jeans, just trying to make it so skinny and like
Yeah,
the
but
cowboy
that
boots
was
and all
gay,
that
though.
bullshit. That was like
You
a
said
few
that
months
is gay,
ago. Yeah, fuck all that though.
Yeah.
I
you guys
fuck
seem
with
very
Saint
comfortable with
Laurent.
calling things gay.
Yeah.
No, but
It seems like
No
that wouldn't
offense
fly
to-
that well in
there's
the
a different-
fashion scene.
There's
No,
a difference
yeah,
between calling
no,
something
it-
gay and like a homosexual
Right, yeah.
yeah,
male.
like I have
Like
so many gay friends.
I have
like-
friends who are gay and people, and there's many of like my biggest idols are gay. So
I feel like the slang term
Likewise.
"gay" in fashion actually like has its own place in a certain way,
definitely
where
does.
it's
No, it
kind of
definitely
like
does.
it
Like-
describes something very specifically.
Totally.
I know gay people in fashion that say that's so gay, or like
Yeah.
like fag doesn't mean like, a gay person to me
It just
anymore.
means a
like,
loser.
When someone says fag, I don't think about like, oh, he's talking about
No,
a gay
totally.
person. Like,
Yeah.
no,
when
like,
someone says fag, I just think of someone calling someone a fuckboy. Like it's kind of equivalent, or like a lame or some shit like that.
When
Yeah.
someone calls me a fag, I get hyped as fuck because that just seems like a clear sign that like if they not like
You
the way
feel
you
the
guys
type of
say
way.
it. Well, when someone says it to someone, it just kind of shows that they sort of have like a lack of vocabulary that they're working with. Well, not the way that you guys are saying it, but when they say
Yeah.
it like I'm going to hurt your feelings by calling you a homosexual, it's just kind of like all right.
It's like whatever. I,
get it,
don't
yeah.
care less.
But,
Like
that doesn't work.
if you say that to me and like some of my like people I respect are homosexual,
Yeah.
like what you're saying means absolutely nothing.
yeah,
I don't
your
care.
opinion is
I
all of a
feel
sudden
like we
void if
all
You're
say
worse
fag.
calling me a fuckboy than calling
We
me
all
a
say
fag.
fag.
If you
We
wanna
all
hurt
say
my
gay.
feelings.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
shout out gay people though.
We all say
Shout out
nigga.
to gay people.
It's
Shout
like-
out to
Well,
hood people too.
let's end on that note. Shout out to the whole LGBT community who are
Yeah.
watching this. Gabe, not a part of it, even
No,
though I
it's-
had my concerns, but now I found
No,
out
it's
that,
real. I'm on my androgyny shit really hard.
I respect that, man. I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
you
It's
guys
like-
are making me
the
think that's
babes
the
like
new
it,
wave.
though.
I got to keep an eye out.
Oh,
I'm-
last thing, yeah. If there's a gay,
I'm wearing all girls' clothes right
if
now.
there's a gay, like a gay hood rapper, that needs to happen soon.
That
Yeah,
needs
it's,
to
it's
happen.
gonna happen
No,
at
it
some
should.
point.
like
for
like
sure.
a really thug,
should.
like talking about killing people and like drug
Yeah.
dealing, like that needs to
And-
happen.
But then also talking about kissing other men.
yeah, like talking about how some rappers are like kind of disrespectful towards women, like all that thought shit and stuff. Like I mean, I say it, but
No,
like
guys.
how some like saying like like Leaf already been doing
I was gonna
it.
say, yeah.
I
do
fuck
do
with Leaf. I have respect
Okay,
for
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I like
Leaf
Leaf
is
too,
very
but
talented.
I don't know if I see him being like the dude that's gonna make.
Nah,
like,
I
His
don't think-
videos
I don't
are
think
hard.
he's like that gangster kind of hood
Nah.
guy, but I mean he's definitely hood. But like, you get what I'm saying.
I
But
watch
no, we
Leaf
need
shit, and
someone
I
who's
kind
like,
of I wonder if people are gonna be able to really relate to him because it is kind of far out there stylistically.
yeah. But I don't think he's gonna be like the most like poppin' in the current future. But I think he's gonna be one of the most recognized in like the history of rap music in terms
Yeah.
of that kind of scene with the LGBT community
Yeah,
in the hip hop industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest influencers.
And to be
the
honest, I'm sure
transgender?
I'm sure a lot of our favorite rappers are probably, I mean not a lot, but has been
There's
are
definitely
rappers
some.
that have been gay already. That
yeah,
have never
like
said.
what?
And
50 Cent said
currently,
he had some girl he
currently
ass.
still there's gay rappers in the game right now. I'm sure.
Yeah, Thug.
And that's tight.
I hope. I pray Thug
He
is
said I
gay.
pray.
I don't think he's gay, but it would make him
I
cooler
would
if he was
think
for
cooler
sure.
if he was gay.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude,
kind of was a shame
the
that
shirt
he-
is like, I feel like it's older than some of the people in this room. Right here.
Damn, girl in the streets.
Probably.
Industry,
All right, we're reaching the time limit. Thank you guys very much for coming
Yep.
here on
Thank
NoJumper.com.
you.
I gotta go home. My dad's eating this on me.
And he's got curfew.
And Uzi's going to take part in an orgy. So,
Yeah, we got to
Yeah,
get this
yeah,
guy
yeah.
home for
Yeah.
his orgy.
all right, Mike. I'm looking forward to blowjob number 3. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Dude.
Henry, thanks for assisting. And
Thank you.
Gabe's, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to
Dude.
have you on the show for a while, so to have both of you together was fucking awesome. And I think
Shout
that
out to Warren Gorn.
it's a great conversation.
Dude, we love what you're doing. It's an honor. Everyone's
Yo.
been
Yeah,
watching.
thank
We've all
you.
been
The
watching,
podcast
seriously.
is-
To even hear
man.
you say that is seriously so sick because this was all kind of a dream come true for me. But
Yeah.
to all the fans out there, follow No Jumper on SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, And yeah, I'll put our Instagrams on the screen or in the description or whatever if you need to see that. So thank you very much. We've never had so much swag in this room before.
Hey, turn up.
Hey. That was fucking awesome. Thank you. I love that.